Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is a best-selling author who hosted a show on the History Channel called Brad Meltzer's Decoded. His new show, Lost History, premieres tomorrow night on H2. Let's take a look.
Over 150 historical and cultural artifacts are reported stolen every single month. Have you seen this? The Wright brothers' original patent for their flying machine, missing. The original Apollo moon landing tapes, gone. The original targeting maps for Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And even JFK's brain. My goal, track them down, every last one, and get them back to where they belong. But I can't do this without your help.
Please welcome Brad Meltzer. So happy to have you here.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
This is something I did not know about, all these artifacts that are missing. And the one that really blew my mind is that the moon rocks. No one knows where the moon rocks are.
Yeah, you know, what's crazy is, so Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin bring back these moon rocks. They're priceless, right? Millions of dollars, which is the opposite of priceless, you realize.
Right.
And
let me put a price on it for you.
Right, but let me tell you exactly what it costs.
Yeah.
But the guy
I feel like you're selling me moon rocks.
Right,
but
no,
for
you
now here's the amazing
that's
thing.
a good deal. It's like Zoe's thing, 10,
Yeah, exactly.
5, 4. But the thing is the guy who steals it, we found out who steals it, and he steals it to impress a girl.
Really?
And the thing is, you know, in the 80s, I wore a white suit with shoulder pads to my junior high school prom, purple tie, to impress a girl.
Yeah.
I rode my bike down a flight of stairs to impress a girl. But you steal millions of dollars of moon rocks, you win, baby, right? Like, that's it. Like, I'm like, you're the best thief. And he stole it, like, he actually pulled fingerprints off of the keypad. And I'm like, that's the plot of Robert Redford's Sneakers.
Yeah.
Right? And like Oceans 11 and 12 and 27, like, but that's how he did it.
I think it's great that you're impressed by that. I still don't know if it would impress a girl.
No,
you want to come back to my place?
I said,
have the moon rocks.
Right.
They look a lot like regular rocks, but they're from the moon.
It's kind of like the success of my white suit.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. At the same. You write political thrillers, and which seems like the highest possible praise you could have is politicians like your books. And President Bush, the first President Bush, actually had you to his home. Is this right?
Yeah, it's crazy because when I went there, you know, we got letters from Clinton and Bush that they read the books, which you of course think are fake. But the first half hour we were there, he was convincing my wife, tried to convince her.
So you're at his house.
I'm at his house, right? I'm watching TV. I bring my wife. And he's basically trying to convince my wife that he invented the phrase, "you the man." And my wife is like, Brad, you know that President Bush invented the phrase, "you the man." And I'm like, he did not. He's lying to you right now.
Yeah.
And she's just like, no, he said it. And Barbara Bush is like, George, don't tease the girl. And you're suddenly like, oh my gosh, it's like presidential I Love Lucy. I love this moment. But yeah, and if you're the president, you can just, it's the best lie. You can pull off a good, and that's a good bit. That's a good joke.
That's a good bit. And by the way, if your wife almost believed it, George W. Bush definitely believes it.
Oh, yeah, no. He was just like, Dad invented you the man.
My dad invented you the man.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have.
You have Halloween coming up. You have kids.
I do.
And you get very into it. I love when parents participate. We got some photos. This is some Wayne's World action there.
Yeah, that's this one.
That's great. This is this year?
This is this year.
This
That's
is
going to be
for
tomorrow
this year.
night. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Thank you. Right? Come on.
And now what's this? What year is this?
So this is 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
This is me and my daughter.
You go Kiss.
No, we take Halloween very seriously.
Very seriously. Now, I will say, thematically, Wayne's World and Kiss aren't things that like kids today are super into.
Yeah,
are you suggesting these?
Well, the thing is my kids just watch. We only show them 80s movies.
Okay.
So my daughter, you know, we show them Wayne's World and we show them Ferris Bueller, but we don't tell them it's not the 80s anymore.
Got it.
So the whole thing is that what we like is they don't know. So my son, he loves Rocky IV and he loves like Miracle with the U.S. hockey team.
Yeah.
But the odd part is he hates the Russians now.
Right.
Like he hates Russia more than anybody. Like, and the best part of it is my youngest son was having a play date and we found out the family was Russian and my older son's like, Dad, here. And I'm like, what? And he's like, do you think they're gonna kill us? and I said to him like, I think they will.
Yeah.
But the good part is when you really think about him, he's actually kind of on point with Russia today.
Yeah, he waited long enough.
He did. It came around. He's like in style again. But he gets like facts wrong, so he wants to like tear down that wall, and like he hates this spot on my head because it's like Gorbachevian to him.
Oh wow!
And so he hates anyone who has a beauty mark.
Gotcha.
And he likes Yakov Smirnoff.
Okay,
you know?
That's good. Well, I like Yakov Smirnoff.
I love Yakov
as well.
Smirnoff too, but the thing is he just has no idea. But again, don't tell him.
I won't. You know he's going to go off to school where you're not around and embarrass himself, right?
Oh, no, that's welcome to my life.
Right, okay, gotcha.
Right, yeah,
so
no,
you're just sending him through.
No,
right?
I'm just, preparing him for disaster so he can be just like me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
well,
no.
maybe one day he'll steal some moon rocks and be a real hit with the ladies.
And wear a purple tie, white suit, shoulder pads. And he's going to be like, the thing is, if he showed up in that white suit, I would really be like, son, you look awesome.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And
that's all a father can ask.
Right. And especially the thing was, especially with that Kiss costume, that one was my daughter's idea. And we're driving in the car, and she's like, Dad, I have an idea for a costume. And I'm thinking she's going to go princess or something. I'm going to be like, this is great. And she's like, Dad, we should be Kiss. And I literally, the car almost crashes right there. And I turn around and I go, we should be. We should. Like, when you have a 7-year-old daughter that says you should be Kiss, to me, you're done as a father. Like, yeah. I just want to spike the football and do the touchdown dance, right? And that's it.
Well, congratulations on that wonderful accomplishment. Congratulations on the show. Brad Meltzer, everyone. Lost